All right, Simple Solutions Lesson 41. Number 1, it says 81 divided by 9 plus 72 divided by 8 in parentheses. We're going to do the parentheses first. 81 divided by 9 is 9. 72 divided by 8 is also 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Number 2, lines AB and OP are, so let's find AP. AB is here. OP is here. If you notice, they intersect in a 90-degree angle, therefore they are perpendicular. So I'm going to write in perpendicular. You could also write it as lines AB and upside down T, and that also means AB is perpendicular to OP. Number 3, we're going to go ahead and divide using our boxes here. I already split it up here. It's 3,696 divided by 3. The 3 is in the thousands, therefore it's 3,690 and 6. 3 goes into 3,000 2,000 times. 3 goes into 600 200. I'm sorry, this is 1,000 times. Excuse me. This is 200 times. 3 goes into 90 30 times, and 3 goes into 6 twice. To get my answer, I'm going to add these 4 numbers together to get 1,232. Number 4, which triangle is scalene? Scalene is where all the triangles, the sides of the triangles are different sizes. These two are the same. That one's gone. All 3 of these are the same. That's gone. These 3 are all different, so far that looks good. Looks to me like these 2 are the same. That's gone. Your answer is C. Number 5, round 219 and 645 thousandths to the nearest tenth. Here is my 10th column. I'm going to look at my 4. My 4 is going to keep us the same there. I'll have 219 and 6 tenths. Number 6, order the numbers from least to greatest. 6 and 34 hundredths, 6 and 42 hundredths, 6 and 9 tenths. Notice I line up my decimal points here. If I look at my ones column, they're all 6s. I'm going to go to my tenths column. I got a 3, I got a 4, and I got a 9. I have to go from least to greatest. It turns out they were already in order from least to greatest. So just rewrite 6.34, 6 and 42 hundredths, and 6 and 9 tenths. 7, choose a numerical expression that represents multiplying the sum of. Sum means addition. So 6,700 plus 7,109, and I'm going to take that sum and then multiply it times 10. And if I take a look at my, if I take a look at my options here, it looks to me that letter A is the correct answer. Number 8 is asking me to shade in 8/10 of the model. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks there. I got to shade in 8/10 of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 7, and 8/10. And you're going to do a better job than that's 8/10. Numero 9. Write the power of 10 as a product of the same factor. Find the values. 10 to the third power means I'm going to take this 10 and multiply it 3 different times. 10 times 10 times 10. And in fact, if I do that, it's the same thing as putting a 1 with 3 zeros. Therefore, it's 1,000. Number 10, 2,084 times 7. 7 times 4 is 28. Carry my 2. 8 times 7 is 56, plus 2 is 58. Carry my 5. 7 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 5 is 5. 7 times 2 is 14. 1, 2, 3. 14,588. Number 11, Mick Nickel is a hard-working robot. He performs 25 tasks every weekday and 140 tasks each day on the weekend. How many tasks does he complete in 2 weeks? Well, he's doing 25 tasks every weekday. There's 5 weekdays in a week. It's 25 times 5. That gives me 125. and he does 140 tasks each day in the weekend. There's 2 days in a weekend, so that's going to give me 0, 8, 280. Okay, and it says 2 weeks, so this would be 1 week. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to multiply this times 2 to get my second week, and that would be 250, and this guy right here would be 16, 2 and 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 60, and I'll add these two together. 0, 11, that's 5, 6, 7, that's 810 tasks. Number 12, estimate first, then find the exact quotient. So if I have 4.9 divided by 7, it's a little tricky because you're trying to divide a smaller number by a larger number. We can assume that this is 5 divided by 7. It's not going to help me out too much, but all I do know is that it is going to be smaller than 1. Alright, so when you're finished, your answer should be smaller than 1. So if I do 40, I'm going to divide normally. 49 divided by 7, my decimal point. 7 goes into 49 7 times. 7 times 7 is 49. And in order to get it so that it's less than 1, my decimal point is just going to go straight up into my answer. And you get 7/10. So if you had 7 7/10, you would have 4 and 9/10 if you put them all together and drew it out. Number 13. 13's asked me to identify the pattern by stating the rule. I can tell it's getting smaller. Therefore, it's got to be some kind of subtraction or division. It doesn't look like it's division to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and subtract the first two numbers. Okay, and I get 11. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and do the second two numbers as well, just to make sure there's no crazy pattern going on. That's also 11, so I can subtract 11 from my pattern. 14. Find the lowest common denominator, replace the given fractions with an equivalent form, and then add. Write the answer in simplest form. So what it's telling you is you cannot add these fractions because your denominators are different. We can use a greatest common factor for these two numbers, which is 15. I'm going to ask myself, 3 times what is 15? 3 times 5 is 15. So if I multiply this times 5, I need to multiply that times 5 also. That gives me 10. 5 times 3 is 15. Therefore, I'm going to multiply my numerator times 3 also. And 1 times 3 is 3. Now I can add them together, and I'm going to get 13/15. And finally, number 15 and 16. Number 15. 15 is a multiple of 1, blank, blank, and 15. So I'm looking for the other two numbers I can multiply together to get 15. And that's 3, 5. Kind of look over the problem next to you, right? And finally, 16. I got to figure out what's greater than, less than, or equal to. 45 ounces or 5 pounds. There are 16 ounces in a pound. I cannot compare these two numbers. This is ounces, this is pounds. 16 times 5 is 30. Carry my 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 80 ounces. That would be 80 ounces. 5 pounds is larger. Alright, that's how we roll here. We'll see you tomorrow.